Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
Ill Sound Radio, we are back in the building.
Yes, sir. Around the 1 o'clock hour, we're checking back in. This is Ill Sound Radio. It's your boy Groove Nuke, and I'm here with my guy Everyday Jay. How you feeling, bro?
I can't complain.
Yes, sir. To my left, we got our guest LLANOiZE, man. How you doing?
What's the word, man? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good.
Man, I'm cool, bro, but this daylight save is beating me.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, this hour off definitely. I'm trying to catch back up, but I'm all good, man. Thank you for coming through, bro.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man, for real.
Oh, for sure.
All right, man. LLANOiZE, it sound like you from out west, bro.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know,
That's why you had to throw the West on the end of it.
It got something to do with it. But, LLANOiZE is actually my name. My initials is TLS3. You know what I'm saying? With that, every word, every letter that's capitalized in LLANOiZE spells TLS3.
Okay.
Hold on.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was hard. I had to let that settle in. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I spell West with a 3, not an E.
For sure. But how long you been into music, man? How long music been a passion for you?
Man, it's been about 12 years now.
For sure.
Yeah.
What was your early starts like?
Man, early life with music. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot, man. It's just not narrowed down to one. But when I think of hip hop, think about what my brother used to listen to. The Bone Thugs, the Do or Dies, the Twist, the Crucial Conflict, you know what I'm saying, all that, Scarface, and the Biggies and Tupac. So them some of my early listeners as far as hip hop.
Show that.
Man, every time somebody bring up Tupac, I always think when I'm in my car and Changes come on or Dear Mama come on, how relatable that music still is today, you know what I'm saying, and how it's like a lack of that music now, you know what I'm saying. How do you feel about how music has evolved, rap has evolved?
Well, for one, I like it. I can't complain about it, because I'm in it. But it's destined to change. It's going to change. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they said, it's like every 5, every 10 years, it's always a new type of sound. Sure. So it's always going to evolve and always change, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody, but if you want to go listen to, you know what I'm saying, some of that classic, that's why it's still out there for us.
Facts.
For sure that.
Do you think it makes it more difficult to be an artist now with the sound ever evolving and ever changing? Because now, back in the day, you used to have 4-5 minute songs. Now it's like, bro, you got to keep it under 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do that affect you in any type of way, bro?
I can't really say it do and it don't, but because the way I make songs, like you say, you want to make some to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? Because the attention span is real short these days. We all know. But at the same time, it's like, do whatever you feel about it. Don't go in it thinking like, oh, I got to make this type of song. It got to be under it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Go with the flow. Go with the vibes.
That's always the thing that I ask artists also, like, when you making a song, are you making it more for yourself or more for the people that are planning on listening to it?
I definitely can say I make it more for myself because, you know what I'm saying, if I like it or if I love it, I know they're going to love it just as much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you don't want to go in there with that type of pressure, go do what you love.
Facts.
For sure. What's some of your earliest, like, with music? So let me ask you this first. Did you start off like with poetry or anything like that? Any writing, anything?
Nah, man, I used to start off trying to do all singing and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so okay,
man,
so
you was out here harmonizing.
So like, what was your background with singing? You was just like singing with amongst your siblings, friends, or
no,
like church
myself.
or anything? For sure.
Myself.
You just hopped in the booth?
beginning, yeah. I started to play around with it, like, let me see what I can do. But then I ain't like it like that, and I want to be a better rapper, so I'm like, let me work on that more.
For sure. So what was that point where you say rapping is the thing for me?
It was always there. Like, it would never just push to the side. It was just something I'm just like, all right, do you really just want to play around with this, or do you want to actually, go for it?
Right.
And then I want to say I remember maybe around 5th, 6th grade, me and one of my homies used to write raps all the time, just notebooks of raps. I wish I still had them joints. And it really started from there, man. That's where the itch really came from.
For sure.
Well, starting in 5th grade, because you say you've been rapping for 12 years.
Yeah, seriously, taking it seriously, should I say, for 12 years.
So for taking it serious for 12 years up until this point, like, what's been like the hardest thing you had to, learn or develop as far as being a rapper?
Oh, man, the business, for one. your own sound, and criticizing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Those are the main things for me.
So you one of those artists that's I wouldn't say you weary about putting your music out, but you listen to your music more than you listen to other people's music.
Nah, I actually like listening to other people more than my own stuff because I listen to myself so much for making it. Don't get me wrong, I like listening to it, but I give myself a break.
All right. Is that difficult, you know what I'm saying? Taking in so much, and then I don't know how to put this question, bro, because I hear a lot of artists say they don't want other artists to rub off on their music making process or the type of music that they making. And earlier you said, you know, you go in there just getting shit off your own personal chest. So do they ever collide like, damn, I know this sound popping right now, but I don't want to go down that lane?
I can say maybe just a splash. It won't be the full thing. Like, say like, I love listening to R&B. Probably some of my favorite music to listen to. I can listen to R&B for a week straight and go in and make some hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that.
And then you also said you came up singing, bro. Could you ever see yourself, you know, going back down that lane?
Oh no, I got some of that stuff that's on the album and stuff that I got out. Now I ain't out here trying to go crazy, but you know, I do enough. You know what I'm saying? It pleased the ear.
For sure. Now, when I first got to tune with you, I seen you on the Ill Style platform. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to y'all for that.
I was gonna say for sure that shout out to iLLANOiZE Radio and shout out to you for coming through, man. Cause freestyler, you know what I'm saying? Getting up on that mic, that ain't easy, you know. So I salute anybody who even get the opportunity and go crazy in that opportunity. You know what I'm talking about? So would you consider like freestyling the avenue for you?
For me, I can't really say it is. Like I remember growing up though, like me and my homies, that used to be the thing. Like just getting a nice little circle, just bounce off each other, maybe 2, 3, 4 bars. We kind of fell out of that as we grew up, but when it's needed to, you know what I'm saying, to get to it, I do it. I ain't no problem with doing it.
For sure. Yeah, I asked that. Do you write your music as well?
I go.
Or do you go?
I write it. Yeah. I punch it. Pretty much them two.
Right.
Sometimes I write it. Majority of the time I'll be punching in and out.
For sure that.
You spoke on some of your musical influences growing up. Like, who are some of those Chicago artists that influenced you?
Oh man, old and new.
And good do you, bro.
Oh man, we got in there. You got people like Common, you got the Kanye, you got Twista, you got Saba, Mick, Chance. Who else in there? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Rocky Fresh. I used to listen to him heavy in high school.
For sure.
There's one more, Vic Mensa.
For sure.
Them the Mogs.
Yeah, they definitely those new age Chicago artists you named. They definitely launched like a renaissance in Chicago music. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy time period.
I wish I was here during that time.
iLLSound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. And we're checking back in with our guest Leo West in the building with us, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's fast forward to some of your music making processes for today. We played a track by you, and I seen is your. Let me ask this too as well. Is your most recent single Euro?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Talk
sir.
about that single and like the release behind that and everything.
Oh man, Euro's a fun track to make, man. Shout out to my boy Don Morales. That's him produced on the track. That was one of the most interesting tracks that I had to make for the album. I made it backwards actually. Like the first part came last and the second part came first. Cause I wasn't gonna put all that extra stuff on there. He was like, "Nah, man, you should just start from the beginning and see what you come up with." I'm like, okay, because when I first heard the joint, I'm like, okay, where's he going with this? And then once I kept hearing it and it kept going, I'm like, oh. And I'm like, all right, I know what I want to do. So
now that single is a lead single for your upcoming album?
The lead single, I would say the lead single is Outside.
Okay, gotcha. Let's talk about your upcoming album that you're dropping.
Oh, the upcoming album, man, Just Hit My Line, will be out March 24th. Album listening session March 24th as well. Y'all definitely invited.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate it, bro.
The album just in my line, 16 tracks. Me and my boy Don Morels, he produced the whole thing. We got 2 other producers on there though. My boy Mosaic and Benji Wolf. We've been working on this joint for a nice little minute now.
For real, that's the script right there, just in my line.
For real.
For sure.
Straight up.
All right, what's a nice little minute?
Nice little minute. Maybe in May, it'll be coming up to like 2 years, but not on purpose. It's like to extend it, to make it better, you know what I'm saying, to get a better sound out of it. So
I respect that because, like we was talking about earlier, music's come out so fast and it's so microwave, you know, that artists tend to rush that shit, you know. And for you to take 2 years and say it wasn't ready, I commend you on that. Because a lot of people would be like, bro, I just got to get this out. I just got to get this out, you know what I'm saying? And they may be sitting on a classic project, you know what I'm saying, with some minor tweaks, you know. So, and I also see, bro, you an engineer too?
I be doing a little engineering on myself. I record myself a lot.
Explain to me exactly what an engineer is, because y'all the ones that basically mix and master the music, right?
Now I don't do the full mix and master. I do just a little bit, just enough. Then I send it off to my boy John Torino, man. He cook up the rest for me.
Bro, every time I ever been in a studio session and I see them get the mixing the records and they get to pulling up all these knobs on the screen, I'm like, bro, what is that? Like, what exactly are y'all listening for? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they hear it different than we hear it, you know?
It's real hard to explain. Like, even when they telling it to you, you just sitting there like, what?
For sure.
Right? It's like, yo, he like, man, you'll get a feel for it, man. You just gotta, you like, all right, I guess.
Looking for that perfect blend, you know what I'm saying?
That's
that
it.
Perfect blend.
Just tweak me out, bro. I just know it sound good. Whatever you doing, keep doing it. You feel me?
Play that loop, press that button one time, nod their head, just keep playing the loop, keep playing back and forth. I be like, that's like wizardry, you know what I'm saying? Magic,
man.
You know?
But I can't say I did mix and master the eye to eye. That was me.
For sure. Is that just something like you dip and dabble with here and there, or it's like something you got a feel for?
I could say dibble dabble with it here and there, because I'm always record myself and go to my boy and get recorded as well.
Sure.
But ain't nothing better than just being in the crib in your own space and you can just record whenever you want to.
Sure, that's like a dream,
man.
For sure. So,
man.
Speaking of the dream, I always asked this question recently. What is success to you? You know what I'm saying? Music is a sustainable career, but what is success to you in your own words?
Oh man, it's really changed over the years. But these days, it's success to me is, you know, living a good life and making sure my family's straight. You know what I'm saying? Making sure my youngins good. That's the most important thing for me.
What's your main goal through the music other than what you just said? Because, you know, some people want to be a star, some people don't.
You know what? I used to want to be there too. I used to, want to be one of the biggest stars out here. And at this point, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind just a nice cult fan base that rock with me, you know what I'm saying, and love the same things I love when I'm making this music.
Real talk. You know, I seen a post about a week ago. They said something like, the way music is set up, we would never have another Beyonce or a Michael Jackson, which, you know, they one of ones, you know what I'm saying? So I get what they saying at the same time, because you know how music is like, it's not necessarily overly saturated, but it's so vast nowadays. So how do you feel about, like, do you think, for one, and I'm gonna hold my opinion, but do you think the quote unquote music superstars is like fading away due to the current state of music?
We still got some that's building and sustaining, man. I feel like a lot of them should get more airplay. That's one of the reasons. We could have a lot more if, you know, they start getting the ones that's just not here for now, for the cloud and whatever, and then gone tomorrow.
For sure.
So it's crazy.
I feel that. So I don't think so, because, man, we still got a whole Drake out here. You know what I'm saying? A whole weekend. Right. We got so many stars.
They lasting.
Exactly. You know, we got J. Cole's, Kendrick. So I can get where that post was coming from, as far as we'd never have another Michael Jackson or Beyonce. But music is, like I say, music is so vast. You can have people over here locking in. Like you say, you just want a cult following. So say if you get that strong, secure fan base, as you continue with music, shoot, ain't no telling how those people gonna view you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna view you like a superstar. So really, it's really how it's perceived, how you perceive how far you going in music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
All right, now this will be your considered third project, right?
Third, first album, first official album. As far as projects, There are a lot of projects out, but as far as just streaming, I think it is. Wait, no. Sincerely West, Somewhere West, Full Moon West. This would be 4. Nobody's favorite. Oh, yeah, that's 5. Okay, that's like 5.
All right, the 2 that I saw, I want to say one of them had 6 tracks, the other had 7. Now this one that you working on finna come out with, you said 16.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? What made you say, man, we going to full length project this time?
Well, for one, shout out to my boy Don Morales, the producer on the whole album. That's been my guy for 10 plus now. So we always talked about like, hey, we need to make a project. We've been making music for the longest, but we ain't never made a full project together. Now our goal wasn't to do 16 tracks. We went in with 10, straight up. We was like 10 is good, but as it progressed, new sounds being created and all this, it extended to 16. And we just like, okay, we gonna rock out with this.
How important has it been to lock in with a producer?
Oh man, that's very important. That's the way I love to work. All the producers I work with, that's how we work. Like we either FaceTime, Zoom, whatever, lock into the studio and just work together. You know what I'm saying? To get the perfect sound that we looking for and that fresh sound that we trying to get.
Have you ever dealt with like writer's block where it wasn't flowing? Like how do you get out of that, you know what I'm saying? Get out of your own head to get that creative juices back flowing.
Live some life. Every time I feel like I got some type of block, I'm like, I need to go live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Open that up, open that space back up.
Stay open to experience.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? That definitely help out a lot. So what I was about to say, how important is I know you speak on locking in with a producer, but just the whole 9 with a team, you know what I'm saying? How important is teamwork to you?
Oh man, teamwork is the ultimate goal when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? Once I realized that, and the team I've been working with, shout out to the label Chicago Creed, Swank, P.I. Bree, and all them,
For sure.
and the guys as well. Once all that start cooking together, I really start seeing like, okay, by yourself, you can only do so much. But when you got that team that can reach here and there, especially in places that you can't reach, it make a big difference.
For real. It's like an added perspective because it's like they sliding through the cracks of place you ain't even know was there.
For real.
You know what I'm talking about?
Were you actively looking for, that extra push? Or were you trying to get out your own way by, linking with Swank?
Actually, the Chicago Creed, the label brought it to me. You know what I'm saying? And they told me about it. I actually watched the interview on it too, on iLLANOiZE Radio before they made it happen. And they was like, yeah, we like Bree. And we talked to her. And Bree real cool, man. I like Bree too. She a real cool person.
For sure that.
Explain the growth that you have seen, once you made that add-on.
Oh, for one, the press runs, the blog, the media. You know what I'm saying? A lot more than I have when I was doing it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Way big of a difference. Being seen by new eyes.
Now, for the artists out there that don't know, has that helped your fan base grow? Have you seen that transition over to the listeners as far as the music goes?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The music, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially as far as the videos. Like, I've seen older videos start going up more even from that. So I'm like, okay, I see some work going in. A lot more work to be done on my end, of course, but I see the work.
For sure. I'm not sure if you got festival experience in your background, but would you ever rock a show at a festival?
What? I would. I've done 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2? Just 2? Yeah. The Hip Hop in Chinatown Fest was a few years ago, and I just did the Loud Fest. So I know how to do them. Just when the opportunity present themselves, I'm going to be even more ready.
You know what I'm saying? Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. We checking back in with Leo West. Now, with your upcoming album, Just Hit My Line, I got a question about it. So what's 2 things you want listeners to take away? So, like, say if I'm me and Jay, some new listeners, what's something you want us to take away from the release?
Well, I want y'all to take away the originality of it. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Second, I want y'all to keep an ear open for fresh sounds, like maybe different flows, maybe, I don't know, a different breakdown of a beat. You know what I'm saying? Just something new in general.
For sure. So this a hypothetical, but with how critical and like and different music is nowadays, do you think like some releases, like I just asked you what you want listeners to be on the lookout for, do you think some releases should come with the like instruction manual? Because sometimes a lot of things people say go over people's heads. Not no real instruction manual, but you know what I'm saying?
That might be a little idea right there.
No,
For
for real.
real.
You just came up with some shit. Yeah.
For sure. But do you think so?
That'd be a good idea for real.
Yeah. Like I say, cause like
Before you dive into this album, here's what to look for.
exactly like with Kendrick last album, it's hella shit in there. I'm still unpacking. You know what I'm saying? So like shit like that can have a good like this what you should look for. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's crazy because it's a year later.
Exactly. I'm still unraveling that motherfucker. That bitch deep. I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, you gotta have an instruction manual with your shit.
For real.
Like best consumed with a cocktail.
For
You
real.
feel
No,
me?
straight up, straight up.
Something.
Oh, God did. We gonna talk about that off air because I was just finna start throwing shit out there. You feel me? All right, do you really want people to just hit your line, bro?
Nah.
Oh, my mama.
Not all the time, man.
Go into the title. Like, what made you name it Just Hit My Line?
Well, me and my guy Don, we was just thinking of a lot of common things, and we was like, what's some common stuff that's like day to day? And we came across Just Hit My Line. Like, think about when you just meet somebody, you know what I'm saying, you network. Yeah, you just hit my line whenever. Or when you link up with a friend you ain't seen about. Yeah, you know, just hit my line next time you're around. It's always that or some form of just hit my line.
For sure.
So we like, let's go with that.
That shit
You
flow.
know what I'm saying?
That shit flow right on.
Now, do you feel like this is your best project to date?
Well, consider it being my first album. I'm gonna say yeah, most definitely.
Now, a lot of people, when asked that question, they gonna say yeah to it. You feel me? So explain why you feel like that.
Well, for one, the work put into it was like way more than I've put into any other project because I know what I was doing with this one. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the sound of it, not just the instrumentals, but me on there in general. Even the features I got on there. You know what I'm saying? The people that I got on there, you know, they ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? They my guys. Look forward to hearing them as well as myself along these tracks. You know, just hit my line, man.
For sure. One thing I feel like is underrated when you out here doing anything, like creating something, just a grinder for anything. I feel like you hit this point. You know, everybody call it 1,000 hours and everything, but you hit this point where everything just gets so fluent. You know what I'm saying? The words come fluent, the ideas, the thoughts, even your confidence start to become fluent. Do you think you at that point with this release?
I do, man. I do. With this joint, I do. I feel like I always felt like that with this one. It's a lot more.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. It seems like you just know when it's the one or when it's going to be the one that you're going to see the most results out of. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
For sure. Timing is everything, man.
All right,
A little
now,
patience.
you spoke on the projects that are on the streaming platforms. For the ones that's not, where can people find those joints?
Oh, man, you can find those wherever you listen to music at. I mean, wherever.
No, I'm saying not the ones that's on the streaming platforms.
All the
You
ones
said
that's off.
that's
All
not.
the SoundCloud joints and the Deep in My YouTube page joints. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can just go on there and type in my name, Leo West. West with a 3, not an E.
Man, a lot of artists, they tend to delete the older music. I don't know why. You feel me? I guess it's something personal with them. But you still got the old. You say go deep into the YouTube bag.
Yeah.
So why have you kept your old music out there for people to discover?
Don't get me wrong, some of it is gone. Like a lot of the early stuff, I still got it, but it's gone. But as far as the stuff that I kept out, I'm like, I don't want to get rid of everything. You know what I'm saying? I need to see the progress. I need to hear the progress for the most part, and I want other people to see it as well.
For sure.
And you go back and listen to your old shit?
I do. I got to, man. I go back and listen to the full projects just straight through just to hear the progression of it.
All right, now, you say you've been in this shit for 12 years, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask this. I'm going to reverse engineer my question, you feel me? From the moment you started rapping up until this point, like what would be some advice you would give to 12 years ago compared to now?
Oh, man. Be a lot more open-minded to new ideas. Save a lot of your money, a lot of it, because you're going to need it.
Sure.
And just keep your head on the swivel, man. Stay on the path you want. Stay low and stay out the way.
Has that been hard to stay low and out the way? Because, bro, we in Chicago, man.
This is true.
It's so many distractions. You could be minding your business and some bullshit will find you.
Nah, for real. That's the crazy thing about being out here, man. For the most part, I do I stay low, real low key out the way. Unless it's time for me to come outside, you know what I'm saying, do stuff like this, then I'm outside. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, I'm just making my moves low. I ain't really trying to be all out there with all the time.
All right, this my last question for you, bro. When it comes to your live stage performance, how much pride do you take into that?
Oh, I take good pride in that, man, because I feel like when it's time to prepare for a show, I feel like I put in the work to where when I get to that point to where I am in front of people, like they see it. You know what I'm saying? They see the work that I've put in behind closed doors with it.
Because I really dislike when I hear artists rapping over their own track. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? I just don't like that no more. I guess that
over the MP3s.
As a full-grown adult, I want to see the live performance. Because it's so many artists out here now. You know, they'll put their live in studio performance on YouTube where you can actually hear their vocals. Mm-hmm. And I tend to like that song more than the original song that they dropped.
It be fire like that.
Like, I can't think of the Rod Wave song, but it's a Rod Wave song. And I don't even listen to the original version, bro. I just go to YouTube and listen to the live vocals, bro, because it touched me a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
What's expected after the album release? Like, what rollout you gonna implement for it?
So after the album release, I'm expected to do a lot more press, getting myself in some festivals, of course, try to line these shows up for the summer to really get it rolling, you know what I'm saying, get these sounds out there, not just in Chicago, but everywhere around here.
Real talk. It's definitely possible, man. New listeners, unique visitors, unique listeners, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's coming for you.
I appreciate it, man, for real.
For sure that.
Before we get out of here, tell the people how they get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, find everything you got going on.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me everywhere at WestShield92. That's on Instagram and Twitter. That's West with a 3, not a E. If you're going on Google, YouTube, Leo West with a 3, not a E, straight like that. Just hit my line on the way.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out Leo West, man, for coming through, man, telling us about your story, man. We appreciate it. Just Hit My Line is on the way. You say March 24th, right?
March 24th, yes, sir.
Show all streaming platforms, man. Make sure y'all get in tune with that. Make sure y'all go and check out Euro out now, man. Check out his ill style for one. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, it's not easy getting on this mic. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to get on this mic spitting, so, man, he definitely laid it down with iLLANOiZE Radio. Make sure y'all get in tune with that. Follow him, get in tune, stay in tune, all that. So, man, you know, it's just good hearing about your story, bro. Like, this one of my favorite introductions to artists. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to your music all day. You know what I'm saying? But when you sit in like, close range with us, letting us know about your story, it gives us a different perspective and for what you do it for and why you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
For sure. So thank you for coming out to let us know that.
I appreciate y'all having me, man, for real.
No problem, bro. Follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. Submit your music to iLLANOiZE Radio. Stream music 24/7. Go download the iLLANOiZE Radio app. Apple Music App Store only. Google Play coming soon. Follow Ill Sound Radio, iLLSOUND Radio. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
Man, like bro say, go download that iLLANOiZE app.
Yeah.
You can listen to us live every Sunday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. You can listen to bro them Saturday 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Man, we got a full lineup. DJs, artist shows, man. Download that iLLANOiZE app. Man, shout out to Leo West for sliding through on us, you feel me, chopping it up with us. Like bro say, man, interviews are important because we get to, you know, learn about you a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like listening to your music, you know, you get a grasp of who somebody is, but listening to them talk, you actually get to know who they are, you know what I'm saying? And some people may never meet you, but they may listen to this interview and tap in. Like you say, before you start messing with Swank, you checked out an interview, you know what I'm saying? And it helped guide you along with the people with you, you know what I'm saying? So man, like he say, bro, go listen to that ill style, because I don't think people understand how difficult it is to come up here and actually start rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? Actually to catch people with your words is a lot different, because I feel like we got a lot of trash music out here, you know, a lot of it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know it. You an artist, so you know. You listen with a different ear, you know, so for anybody to grab our attention and to just come up here, like that means a lot to us, just like it means a lot lot to the artists that come up here. You feel me? And it's a Sunday, bro. Nobody want to get up on no Sunday. So shout out to you for sliding through. You feel me? I wish you nothing but the best, bro.
Yes, sir.
Just keep grinding, keep growing. March 24th.
Yes, sir. March 24th. Just hit my
Be on the
line.
lookout.
Just hit his line. We gonna leave out with Outside, man. Explain that record before we get up out of here.
Outside, man. Outside got something to do with me growing up. Well, not just me, a lot of people that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about being outside before we had cell phones. You know what I'm saying?
God.
You had to be in the house before the street lights came on.
Had to be there.
My kids don't know nothing about
They
that.
don't know nothing about that.
Had to be there.